Welcome, welcome. I'm super excited you're here with me today. My name is Cindy Lish, and I am an accomplished career coach that helps stay-at-home moms with the confidence, tools, and skills to get back to the workforce. Yep, that's exactly what I do. In fact, over the past 8 years, I've helped nearly 600 women to get back to the workforce at jobs that they absolutely love. So whether you've been at home for 20 minutes or 20 years, this is the place for you. And before we get started, I want you to hit that subscribe button so you are the first to know every single time I go live and every time I have a new video out, which is every week on Wednesday. Okay, are you subscribed? I hope so. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I want to talk to you about things that you can do if you are applying for jobs and applying for jobs and applying for jobs and just nothing, absolutely nothing. You're not getting any response. And it's like, what's wrong with me? Why is nobody responding? Am I ever going to get a job? Okay, so let's take it down and let's examine the reasons that this could be happening, because there are a number of reasons this could happen. The first thing I want you to do, believe it or not, is I want you to check your social media. I want you to look up all your social media accounts, every single one of them, and I want you to see what's posted out there, okay, and what you're tagged in. You know, it's been a very interesting, shall I say, past 2 years, right? There's been a lot of medical things, social things, political things, a lot going on in this world. And a lot of people have been very outspoken about it on their social media accounts on both sides of the fences. And regardless of which side of the fence you're on, if you are outspoken about any of these issues out there, you are a red flag for an employer, okay? May just be too risky for them to want to hire you. Okay, you know, they don't know much about you. It's very hard for an employer to get a good impression of somebody from just the hour, 2 hours they spend interviewing them. But their social media gives them a pretty big indication as to who they are. So if you're always ranting and raving, you're always screaming, you're always criticizing the other side, they're not going to want to come near you. Okay, they're not going to want to get involved with that for fear of something you might say, something you might do, whether you might get along with the rest of their team members, their staff, their clients, their board, et cetera, et cetera. So be very, very careful about what you have out there. And even if you think that your profile is private, so much of it is still public. So I would go down to your social media accounts and I would take off those kind of things if they're out there, because they are most definitely going to hurt you in your job search. If you are constantly complaining, if your social media is talking about everything that's bad that's going on in your life and all the negativity and every ailment and every illness and everything that's going on, again, those are kind of things, that kind of negativity, if people are putting that out there, if that's their brand, that they're always promoting that negativity, that's going to be something employers are not going to want to go near. Okay. If you're the kind of person that is also challenging and arguing with other people, putting comments on other people's posts, again, things employers aren't going to want to go near. Look at the pictures that you have out there. Okay. It's one thing to have some happy family photos out there, but if there are pictures of you partying, pictures of you looking a little bit too hot, a little bit too sexy, and those are the pictures that are out there all the time, those pictures are, again, pictures that are not going to help you out in your job search. And this could absolutely be the reason that you're not getting called in for interviews. Okay. So if you say, hey, I am who I am, take me or leave me, but you are looking for a job and you're not getting any calls in, I would take a hard look at that standpoint and say, maybe it's time that I keep things that are private. Okay. You know, there's an expression that we don't air our dirty laundry. So keep your private things to yourself. Next thing, let's take a hard look at your resume. First off, is it accurate? Are there typos? Are there spelling mistakes? Are there grammatical mistakes? Is the format nice and neat and clean and easy to read? Okay, all these things, again, if there are any mistakes on it, you know, it's really hard to write in the wording that you pay strong attention to detail, okay, very detail oriented, and then you have typo in your resume, okay, because your actions speak louder than your words. So make sure that everything you're putting out there is error-free, right? How many people have made that mistake when they're sending a cover letter that they accidentally left the name of the last cover letter on there and they forgot to change the name? Whoops. Not going to get called in for the interview if that happens. Okay? Make sure that you're applying to the right jobs. So what does that mean by the right job? So make sure it's a job that you have the qualifications for, at least 70% of the qualifications. And then take the effort of connecting the dots for them to show them that you have the qualifications. So maybe your qualifications are all through your volunteer experience, or maybe you have that experience, but it's not reflective in your resume. Then you're not going to get selected. Okay, it's very simple. It is not up to the employer to connect the dots and say, oh, wow, yes, Cindy can do this job. That's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to show that you have done the exact things that they're looking for, okay? Maybe you're looking to take a step back in your career and go to something a little bit, with a little bit less stress, a little bit less pressure, a little bit less responsibility, but you still have your resume all the way up at this level, okay? So maybe you need to lessen some of the things there, because if you were always the executive director, and now you're looking to be the assistant, and every single part of your resume screams executive director, okay? Then no one's gonna think that you want that assistant position, even if you really, really want it, okay? Because they're gonna think that you're only taking that position because you can't find something else. So you're going to need to rework that resume, and you're also gonna need to address that in the cover letter, okay? So pay attention to these things when you're applying for the job to make sure that when the other person saw your resume, okay, first off, that they really like what they're looking at, okay? They like it aesthetically, they like it content-wise, and that it makes complete and total sense for them that this is the right person for this job, okay? Pop on over to your LinkedIn account. Make sure your LinkedIn account is set up properly. Make sure that you have a professional photo on your LinkedIn. Make sure that everything is filled in your LinkedIn account, okay? These are all the things that you can do to increase your success with applying for jobs, okay? I want you to go ahead and try all this. If you've been applying for jobs and you're not getting results, I want you to go ahead and try everything that I've said, okay? Write your comments below. I want you to like and share this video, please, if you enjoyed what you watched, so that we can help as many women as possible to get back to the workforce. And I invite you to pop over to my website. It's so much free content for you. I have blogs, I have videos, I have the opportunity for you to talk one-on-one with me for free, of course, to see how I can help you out in your journey to find your dream job. No pressures, no obligations. I just ain't my style. So I hope that you have a successful week. I hope that you are super productive. Always remember that you're a warrior, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.